If I die at sea, my friends, please be sure to write me. An H2 obituary. Welcome to the stream. Happy Friday, my friends. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome in Dead Zergling first in chat, followed by Master Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Final Fantasy, and Lucent Jelly. I thought dying at sea and shore were the joke. I didn't even catch that. There's something there. Let me have a sip of coffee. Thank you for the coffee, Jelly. I'm surprised by how low energy I seem. I don't really... Let's start pressing some buttons. Let's just jump right in. I think I'll wake up soon enough. So, Jump King tonight, my friends. We're going to play several hours of this. Maybe not quite as much as last night, but we'll play about 2.5 hours. And at some point, we will switch over to the Nintendo 64, and we will play Jet Force Gemini until I completely run out of steam, whenever that happens. So, expecting probably a 5-hour stream tonight. About half Jump King, half Jet Force Gemini. We're pretty far along with Jet Force Gemini on the one hand. Like, I feel like I've done so much, but at the same time, I still think I have a lot left to do. I'm really worried about Jet Force Gemini too, because there are these challenges in that game where you have to fly around as a robot in first-person view, and they're horrifically difficult. And there are several that you get medals for your performance in the robot challenges, and like there's bronze, silver, and gold, and there are key items locked behind the gold medals. So gold medal performance is required. And I'm really worried because I'm not even entirely sure that, like, the gold medals are so difficult to get. Each of them has been a real struggle that's just taken me countless attempts. But I'm not even 100% sure that gold is the highest medal that you can get. Because we have a medal that is unique, and I don't know if it's unique because the challenge we got it from is unique, or because there is a higher level of performance to be reached. That really stood out to me as I was scrubbing through the footage, though, to grab bits for our highlight reel. You didn't catch that? Sounds like you need to fish around more with your jokes, Tuesday says. I will admit that one was rather, tonight's joke was rather rushed. It was one of those nights where I kind of forgot that I needed a joke until I was about to head downstairs to set up the stream. And Jelly and I were kind of scrambling, throwing out ideas. Also have snacks once again tonight, courtesy of Jelly as well. We've got apples and cheese once again, so we'll be reaching for these every now and then. I once heard that eating an apple in the morning is supposed to be more effective at waking you up than a cup of coffee. I don't know if that's true, and I don't know what science the fact is supposed to be based on, but maybe I didn't even accurately hear the information in the first place, but that's always stuck with me. Is that apples are supposed to be good for waking up. That's not why I'm having an apple, but it's hard to eat one without remembering that fact. That's alleged fact. Any fact you hear from me on this stream is definitely alleged. Kind of eerie, the top of that tower. I like the top of that tower because I like how purple it is, but it's a somewhat haunting environment. Haunting's not really the right term, but it's unsettling. It feels unsafe. It feels sinister. So the Dark Tower is our PB region. This is the highest area I've made it up to. And our actual PB, I think it's one screen above this screen for highest spot we've ever stood on. But I gotta tell you, it's really easy. Actually, we've been one screen higher than this. It is really easy to fall out of this area. And if you fall from the tower, you go all the way back through the water and down below, so... We're in a situation where, like, heavy repetition is guaranteed. We can't peek at the screen above. Bogus. No, what is going on? So last night, I made it up to this tower like 5 or 6 times. I was actually, like, I was in one sense, I was kind of on a roll. I mean, I wasn't really, because I kept falling out of this place. But I did keep making it back up here. Fairly reliably, so... No! I'm not even joking, I'm genuinely impressed. Thank you. Oh. This is bad. Back down we go. The water area is not that bad to deal with, though. As long as we stay in the water area. That's rare. To fall back into the water without falling through it is very rare. The Dark Tower sure feels sinister enough to be the final area of the game, but... I mean, I should know better than to really hope for that. I think I think that the people who have suggested that the game is procedurally generated have I think there's something to that theory. Wish I could find that final coin. That would be a real... Like, that would really make our night tonight, I think. I think that's a realistic thing to hope for. More realistic than reaching the top, anyway. You jinxed me Tuesday. I was too impressive. Oh. Now I live underwater. Just barely too short. We really did start strong. Now I'm quite weak. I keep a microfiber cloth on my desk for wiping my glasses, and I misplaced it a couple nights ago. And I've looked for it every time I've come down here. And I haven't been able to find it, but I just spotted it. I see it. I know where it is. And guess where it is? It's right out in the open on the very top of the stack of things it's sitting on. But because I didn't know it was there, it was invisible until now. Hey, Stream Kyle, welcome in. Thank you for the 3 stream watch streak. Very much appreciate you consistently sharing your time with us. Alright, here we go. Back to the tower. For how long? We shall see. Goodness. No! I know I was doing that wrong. No, I didn't know I was doing that wrong. I should have, but I didn't. Someone told me that Jump King 2 is supposed to release later this year. That's a very distressing thought. I'm not exactly pleased with the knowledge that when I make it through this, if I ever make it through all of this, my reward is an entire second game. There was a great comfort in the knowledge that finishing this would mean I was done with Jump King. Now, even if I do finish this, it's gonna mean nothing. It's so difficult to land on this spot. I believe this is a new PB. This is as high as we've ever been. Stretch break. Thank you for that, Tuesday. It's a bit early, but if you insist. Hey man, still welcome in. Let's go. That's a very nice let's go. Let's have a sip of coffee and a bite of apple before we stretch. What calming music to stretch to. How long I've been working on this game? 90 something hours. Like 91 or 92 hours. That number's a little deceptive because I've only ever played it on one save file. And when we first played it, I played it twice for like 3 or 4 hours each time. And then I stopped for several weeks. So when I picked it up again, it was like starting fresh. And then I only played it one night that time. And then I put it down for months before I came back to it. And there have been large stretches where I put the game down to where I basically had to reset everything I learned. So my playthrough's been artificially lengthened a few times by long breaks. Stretching like a stick of Laffy Taffy. Hey, thank you for the 7 bits, Manster. That's 7 good luck bits. I definitely appreciate the good luck wishes. I need them. That's for sure. I need lots of luck. So the long breaks have compounded my gameplay, my playthrough, and also the fact that I've wandered off track and into the DLC of the game before I ever finished the base game. So, like, that's also been a factor that's made my playthrough much longer than I think it should have been. That is making my playthrough longer than it should be. I've heard that the DLC content is significantly more difficult than the base game content. I can't really speak to the truth of that, but that's what I've heard. Is this the top? I want to be excited, but I'm going to blunder this. I want to be excited, but there's no way I don't blunder this. All the way down. Wow. We saw something that looks amazing. It looks like an ending. There's reason to be hopeful, my friends. The game does have what appears to be an ending. Don't mind me, I'm just working in the complete opposite direction. Oh, I can't play anymore because now my heart is racing too much. No spoilers. Oh, definitely no. I'm not encouraging spoilers, man. The questions I ask on this stream are rhetorical only. I need like well, I was thinking of Key to Life on her stream. Key has will activate, like, Key is very non-backseating, non-spoilery, but will activate a what she calls her lifeline when she wants the chat to help her with a situation in the game. And I was like, I need to crib that sort of idea, like have a certain piece of like artwork or something that I activate when it's okay for the chat to actually answer my questions. But the thing is, it happens so rarely, no one would recognize it for what it was. it wouldn't serve its purpose because no one would know what it means. A big neon sign in the background that says "Send help." Yeah. When I actually lower the no backseating rule, it'd be nice to have like a definitive indicator like that, but yeah, blink twice if you're safe with spoilers. Oh no, that's a bad one. That one, I'd blink by accident all the time. That would, I'd get myself in lots of trouble there. Oh, and Greg is here. Welcome in, Greg. Greg, I saw what looked like the top. We might actually have gotten close to the end. I mean, I'm not close to it now because I fell all the way back down, like I always do. But I saw what looked like it might be a babe. She was standing on top of the tower and wearing a crown. Oh, you saw that? Okay. I didn't know if you came in before or after that. Fantastic. Depending on how the DLC works, technically beating the DLC means you beat in the main game too, right? No, the DLC is a separate map. So if I do beat the DLC, I've got to go back and beat the base game. And there's a second there are 2 DLC, I think, is what I've heard. Because, so I actually have to beat the game 3. I actually have to beat 3 separate maps, from what I understand. I've heard the second DLC is the most cruel thing ever devised in video game format. Oh yeah. You think it's almost over? No, you're gonna fall down multiple screens instead. Well, I mean, I did call it. I did know that it was gonna happen. Buzzing? Do you mean that literally or figuratively? Is there like a... Do you mean there's an audio? You mean that there's a audio problem with the stream, or you mean that like I'm amped up because of excitement with the game? Because definitely yes to the second one. I'm very like yeah, my palms are sweating and my heart is racing. I'm a bundle of nerves. Knees weak, arms are heavy. I haven't been this anxious to approach a girl since middle school. This game isn't cruel enough already. Yeah, they seemed to, from what I've heard, they found a way to make it even worse because, yeah, the second DLC is supposed to be the ugliest thing ever invented. I think I overshot. Oh, just barely. No, I undershot. This has got to be the first DLC. Because I found this path really early on in my playthrough. And the thing was, I wandered onto this path, and I was really confused because I didn't know the game had DLC, and I didn't know that I had bought the DLC. So I didn't remember because I bought the game a long time before I played it, and then just never knew much about it, and like when I first wandered into the DLC area, like my suspicion into this DLC area, my suspicion with it was that it was optional for a long time, or that there was a good chance it was optional because of its out of the way, like sort of hidden kind of nature. And then like little things that people said to me grew that suspicion, and then eventually it was just flat out confirmed to me that this is the DLC path, but the first of two from what I understand. I was showing my wife where you were on the full map. He's almost there and doesn't even know. Yeah, thank you, everybody, for holding back. That was a very, like, that was very stunning. I mean, you know, there's always, like, that place being so ominous and called the Dark Tower, like, does, like, there's a sense that, like, this could be the final area, but also, like, I didn't really believe it would be. Because I had that feeling once before about something different in the game. I was like, oh, I'm at the, I might be at the end. And I was so brutally let down that I can't unguard my heart. Defiant Salem, welcome in. Runs down the entrance ramp to my entrance theme. Attends the stream after 4 months away due to the injury. I'm sorry you've been injured. Sounds like you're better. At least I hope that's the case. Very grateful to have you back. Has it been 4 months? Can that possibly be right? I know it's been a while, but that's a long time. I don't have a very good grasp of time. This year has been going by so fast for me. It's really weird because, like, this year has gone by is going by simultaneously, like, super fast and super slow, because, like, on the one hand, I can't believe that it's already April. On the other hand, I'm so very much looking forward to already being done with spring and summer. That they are both just crawling toward me. That stretch break was expertly timed. Maximum for maximum oh, what's the word? Anticipation. This is Jump King playthrough 1 of 3 exactly final. That's the most horrific secret of the playthrough. And like I said, someone told me Jump King 2 is supposed to come out later this year, so it's actually playthrough 1 of 4. Hey Christian Cool, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. I smashed my hand on hardwood. It's been like 2 months. That lines up more with my perception of how long I feel like it's been. I start playing games with no music because music is spoilers. Yeah, an epic theme can really tell you where you are in the game. Oh yeah. I'm being very conservative in my estimates of how much Jump King I have left. There's a very real possibility there may not be very much Jet Force Gemini tonight, my friends. we are now in a situation where I think I'm probably going to find it extremely difficult to pull myself away from Jump King tonight. So if you're tuning in for that game, you may have your heart broken. You can't unknow. Is this the second approach at the tower tonight, or the third? It's the second approach with... Well, it's the first approach with knowledge. I say it's the second approach with knowledge, but that's not true. Our last approach gained us knowledge. Thank you for the bits, Mansta. I hope I don't waste the luck, but... I mean, you've met me before. I'm probably gonna waste the luck. Oh, no. It's okay. It's alright, we're still in the water. Being in the water is not bad. Do the sides wrap around? No, they're blocked off. That would be interesting. In fact, I think that was one of the first things I experimented with when I played the game for the first time, was to see if the sides wrapped around. No, you can't bounce off the sides either. If you hit against the side, you don't bounce. You just stop and fall straight down. That's not a bad thought. That, like, I can see how it could have worked that way. How can Jump King 2 even top a smoking hot babe anyway? 2 smoking hot babes? That is... You know what? If that's not the subtitle to the game, then I might have to refuse to buy it. Jump King 2. There are 2 smoking hot babes at the top. Is so perfect. If they don't do that, I might have to protest the game. Oh. I use voice to text to compose text messages, but I never really use it for any other purpose. Like for chat or just like writing notes or something like that. I don't know why that I don't know why that is. I don't know why I don't. Because it would save me a lot of time and effort in a lot of situations. I mean, I guess not really a lot of effort, but you know, it is much quicker when you just need to like hastily get something into text. That jump is scary. A jump is scary. I say that as if the entire game hasn't been anything... Everything in this game is scary at all times. Maximum fear, dread, and anxiety. I could cry. I could cry. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. How in the world? How in the world has this ever happened? Oh my goodness. I don't want to blink. I don't want to take my eyes away from it. I say as I'm looking around. Because I just don't want to ever see anything else. Oh, it's beautiful. It's all I've ever wanted. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank you, my friends. Oh, my goodness. We've done it. We've done it. Zero, thank you for the raid. You've come in at just the right time. We made it to the top. There is an ending to Jump King. We've made it to the end. I still have to beat the game 2 more times, but let's not worry about that right now. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, I have such joy in my heart. I have so much joy in my heart right now. I just want to sit here and be happy for a few more moments. Thank you for the 2 bits, the 2 thumbs up, Mansta. Very much appreciated. Oh, wow. I'm gonna scroll back through the chat real quick and just catch what I missed, which is mostly celebration. Thank you, my friends. Cribstar, welcome in. Welcome in, right at the right time. Thank you so much for the GGs. Defiant Salem recommends a game called Ravenlock. Not too story heavy. Plays a young girl on an Alice in Wonderland like adventure. That might be kind of worth taking a look at. Is it available on the Switch, Salem? Thank you for the 10 bits, Zero. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the congrats. New stream title: Giga Chad Frownie demolishes Jump King in 1 hour. Yeah, let's ignore all the other streams Tuesday. Let's ignore the rest of the streams it took to get here. I do kind of wonder if I played it again and took the same path. If I played it again and took the exact same path, how much do you think I could improve my time by? If we didn't try to do the other paths. If I just went the Greenland path again. Hi YouTube, Manster says. Let's give a shout out to Zero. I'm sorry, I'm so rude. I feel like I'm not properly welcoming you in. I'm too distracted. But please, I would like to hear about your stream, my friend. If you would share what you were up to tonight and how it treated you. Can't seem to type. Shadow Man. Oh, that's the remake of the N64 game, right? I want to play that. I've heard that that's good. It was also on the PlayStation 1 and Dreamcast. Yeah, I grew up with Nintendo stuff, so I always, if there was a Nintendo release, like I have tunnel vision for that sometimes. But yeah, I didn't remember the PlayStation one, but I thought it was on Dreamcast too. I'm scared to push a button. Oh no, I pushed it. I didn't want that beautiful artwork to go away. So we played 35 nights. It took me 92 and a half hours. 113,937 jumps. Just under 11K falls. Wow. So if we play again, I think we have to start from the bottom. Yeah, we can't even continue. It just says new game. I was a Nintendo 64 kiddo, saw Jet Force Gemini in the stream title and couldn't help but raid. I was actually just saying Jet Force Gemini might get shortchanged tonight. like 20 like 10 or 20 minutes ago because I saw a peek of the top. I spotted the babe for the very first time and I was like, there's no way I could stop playing this game tonight now. But then we made it up. I didn't think it would happen. I thought I would just blunder all night. That's it. But we will play some Jet Force Gemini. It's gonna be a little while. So my apologies, because if it's if you're it might be later that you have time or energy to hang out with us. But we're definitely gonna play some of it. I've been really enjoying that game, for the most part. There's one aspect of it. There's one challenge of it that I discovered recently. You have to complete that has me pulling my hair out. And surprisingly, it's not the thing with collecting all the teddy bears, because I actually knew that going into it. I don't know how I learned that, but I knew that going into it. That I would have to collect all of them to beat the game, or to get the true ending. You have to get them to beat the game, even, it seems. But there are these flying robot challenges. And I just learned, I learned that there's a gold, silver, there's a bronze, silver, gold, metal tiers, and you have to get the gold to complete the game in all of them. And that is horrific. That is so difficult. It's like Canary Mary from Banjo-Tooie all over again, but multiple times. Salem says, I could never get into Jet Force Gemini. I adore the Banjo-Kazooie games, though, and GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Jet Force Gemini, it is a bit different. So, you're not the first person I've heard say that. Because it's not really like either of those. It's not really like Perfect Dark or Banjo. It's kind of its own weird thing. I kind of like it though. It's a fun world to explore, and the gameplay is pretty good. The controls are pretty weird. They're hard to get used to. I do want to play this. I do want to play this for a little bit longer tonight. I think we'll go ahead and start. Well, do we want to do that? Do we want to start our next run? I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do. I get there is the wisdom to quitting while you're ahead, right? Hey Derek, welcome in. We just beat Jump King, Derek. I reached the top. I met the babe at the top. We did it. We got credits. So, in the menu here, it says new game, and it also said you'll need some time to process. Yeah, maybe we will. Maybe we will just go right to Jet Force Gemini tonight. I think that's what we should do. I think we should make... Yeah, there is going to be round 2. I think we should... I kind of do think maybe we should make a clean break. Well, so I don't know, Manster. I guess I'll click on this. What I wanted to say was here in the menu, there is this, it used to say continue, new game, other babes, option, and extra. And I did see that it said other babes in the menu a long time ago, but I don't think I've ever clicked on it, because my thought was that the other babes thing was post-game content or maybe DLC, and so to click on it was potentially very spoilery. But let me click on it. Let's see what it says, because I've already hit credits. So if it's gonna spoil something for me, that's still a shame. But how bad could it be, right? We hit credits. New Babe Plus. Ghost of the Babe. I actually don't know what this means. So I think these are, I think these are, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what these are. I'm not gonna mess with these because we still haven't done the base game. What I need to do is to restart and actually play the base game. Losses, welcome in. We hit the top losses. I met the babe. I got the credits. But I was on a DLC path. I've never beat the base game. I was on a DLC path, so I rescued an optional babe. So we still have to restart and play through the base game. But we're not gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna make a clean break and a clean start with the game, and next week we'll start it again, and I'm gonna try and laser focus, stick to the all this is a lie. I want to say that I'm gonna laser focus on sticking to the main game, and do the base game without being distracted by other nonsense. But I'm not. That's not how I operate. I get distracted by everything all the time, always. The babe with the power. What power, Salem? I recognize that as the Labyrinth quote. I think that's the next line, right? The power of voodoo. Hoodoo? You do what? Remind me of the babe. I just watched Nightmare 5. Oh man, that one was weird, Derek says. Yeah, so I don't think that one is considerably more silly than 4. It's a little more silly than 4. Especially the comic book Dream with Super Freddy. That's pretty silly. But the plot is just bonkers. All right, let's switch gears. We unbelievably made it to the top of Jump King. Let me switch over to the Nintendo 64, and we'll jump into Jet Force Gemini. I want to just sit here forever, but we should really keep things moving. So excuse me just a moment. I'll be right back with you, my friends.